This tutorial shows you a simple way to make ordinary clips feel more cinematic in DaVinci Resolve. We'll correct the image first, build a controlled look, and finish it without relying on paid plugins. Open the color page and select your first clip. Turn on the Waveform scope so you can see the image brightness instead of judging only by your monitor. Use the primary controls to fix the shot. Offset moves the whole image brighter or darker. Gamma mainly adjusts the midtones where faces usually sit, and gain controls the brighter areas. Keep detail in the highlights and don't crush important shadow detail just to create contrast. Now adjust temperature and tint until neutral objects look believable. This correction node should make the image clean and natural, not cinematic yet. Rename this first node Correction, then press Alt-S on Windows or Option-S on Mac to add a second serial node. Name it Look. On the Look node, increase contrast gently and adjust pivot to decide where that contrast is centered. A small S-curve can also deepen shadows and lift brighter midtones, but keep the curve subtle. If you want color separation, push the shadows slightly toward a cooler color and the highlights slightly warmer. Tiny changes are enough. If skin starts looking blue or orange, the adjustment is too strong. You can also apply a LUT on this node. Open the LUTs panel and choose one designed for your footage and color space. If it is too intense, open the key palette and reduce the node's output gain until the LUT blends naturally. A LUT doesn't correct exposure or white balance for you. That's why it belongs after the correction node. Add one more serial node and call it Finish. Open the window palette and add a circular window around the main subject. Invert the window so the outside is selected, soften it heavily, then lower gamma only a little. This creates a soft vignette that guides attention without looking like a visible dark circle. If the framing allows it, you can use timeline greater than output blanking for a wider aspect ratio, but don't add black bars just because they look cinematic. They crop the image, so reposition shots that lose important details. Here's the part many tutorials skip. Correct each shot separately before copying the creative look. Two clips rarely have identical exposure and white balance. Copy the Look and Finish nodes to the other clips, but adjust each clip's correction node on its own. This keeps the sequence consistent without making one shot too bright and another too dark. You now have a clean correction, a controlled cinematic look, and a subtle finish you can reuse. If this helped, leave a like or comment, and I'll see you in the next one.